Hi guys, it's Jessie Holton here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator for Australia, jessieholton.com, joining you for a quick crafting video, and we are making this adorable spinner card with the little Ladybug stamp set. So you just wind your little spinner up, and then when you open your card, it spins open. And here's another version here. I tied this one a bit tighter. This is my first attempt, and I made a few mistakes on this one. But you can see with the tighter string it spins a lot faster. So let's get going. I am using the adorable little scalloped note cards and envelope set. We'll do a different colour, hey? And I've got some of the Golden Honey, I think it's called, Golden Honey Designer Series paper from the Celebration stamp set. This is a freebie during January, February and March 2020. So for every $90 that you order, you get to pick one of these goodies for free. And here's the paper here, Golden Honey Specialty DSP, and this is a $90 item. So you can pick an item free for $90, or if they've got red stars next to them, then they are free with a $180 order. So if you order $180, you can order one of these for free, or you can get 2 of the purple stars for free. So let's get going. I've got a little piece of Designer Series paper which measures 12 by 7.5 centimeters, and then I've also got a 2-inch circle punch of some of the another print from the same pack of paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop out a 2 1/4 inch from my card, and I'm going to try and center it as much as possible. And then I'm going to put my Designer Series paper over the top, and I'm just going to washi tape it in place to begin with. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to use the 2-inch punch, so the size down, and I'm going to punch a circle out. Doesn't have to be in the center, it's just going to be our other side of the design for our spinner. And then I'm going to go back to my 2 1/4 inch, and I'm going to use the cardstock as my template and just cut inside that circle again so that it all fits nice and snug. So that extra little out ring piece can go in the bin. Don't need that. Now very carefully, some washi tapes are stickier than others, so you might want to start from inside the card and go outwards rather than starting at the edge and going inwards, because otherwise it can tear up from the edge. Okay, so now we've got those 2 pieces. We need a piece of white cardstock. It's a little scrap piece. Oh, I think that'll do. And I've got my little Ladybug already mounted here. Now I'm using Memento ink because I'm going to colour it with blends. Blends are alcohol based, so you want to remember that opposites attract. When you're using blends which are alcohol based, you need to use a watercolour base ink, and when you're using watercolour pencils, you need to use an alcohol based ink for the outside, otherwise your image will blur. Okie dokie, I have Calypso Coral blends, and I'm just going to colour these in super quick. And I've actually found that the quicker that I colour these in, that the more happy I am with the outcome. So I just do a quick colour, and this is going to look a little rough when we do it, but I find that that sort of gives it that artistic look. So just colour that in nice and quick, and then be a little bit more careful with the lighter one that you don't go out the edges. Now we do have some framelits coming up to match these gorgeous little ladybugs. So this ladybug stamp set is free with a $500 order. And the matching framelits are orderable from, I think, mid-February until the end of March. They're currently on pre-order for demonstrators. So if you are lucky enough to already own one of these adorable little stamp sets and you're a demonstrator, then you can go ahead and order those cute little framelits now. This is actually one of the samples for my stamp camp, upcoming stamp camp, mid-January. And I will have those framelits available to use. They are on order, but I have not received them yet, so I'm going to fussy cut these little images today, but that's okay. Some cute little cheeks. Alrighty, so I'm going to give these a real quick little snip, and I do find that if you leave a little border of white, rather than cutting right along the edge of the image, if you leave a little border of white, then it is a lot more forgiving for any little mistakes that you make. And if you look at how framelits cut, you'll see that they leave a little border of white around them as well. Whereas if you cut right along, oh, little foot was a bad place to start, wasn't it? If you cut right along the edge of the image, then it shows every single little mistake that you make. I also find that when you use long cuts rather than lots of little short cuts, you get a cleaner line. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take a piece of metallic thread, and I'm going to put that through the center of my card circle here, 2-inch circle, and then I'm going to cover this one in multi-purpose glue, liquid glue, the Tombow, good old Tombow. And I'm just going to hold that metallic thread straight while I glue that in place. Now I've made sure that I've got plenty of glue in the center so that it sticks down all around that piece of thread. Okay, now a couple of dimensionals. Okie dokie. And then we need some Terran tape. So I'm going to put a little piece here. Now you can get pretty close to the circle because our other piece, where'd it go? Right here, is going to sit right on top, and you're not going to see any of that green underneath except for around the border. So you can go pretty close with your Terran tape up along the edge of that circle there. We're also going to put some at the bottom. Okay. Excuse me. A bit of a frog in my throat. Alright, and then we're going to put our little ladybug in the center of the circle. Whoops. And then I'm just going to add some extra tape down here. And I'm just going to double this up a couple times to try and hold that thread in place a little bit tighter. And just stick that in place there. Okay, it's probably overkill, but in this case, better to have a bit of overkill than to have a little loose bit of string. Okay. There we go. Alrighty, that'll do. Now I'm going to put a little bit of glue around the outside. Of my frame here, designer series paper, and I'm just going to stick that down very carefully, trying to line it up with that circle and get it nice and straight. Now because you've got Tombow liquid glue on there, should give you a little bit of wiggle room over the top of that Terran tape. And then we are going to stamp the inside, which I've got on the other side of my ladybug here. I've just got Spread Your Wings and Fly, which I think is so cute with this little image. Okay, so here's the test. We're going to wind it up. And then hopefully when we open it, lovely. So that is that. And you can use images that have the exact same outline, like some of the butterfly images or the bee. But with the ladybug, because it is on an angle, it works best with something in the background because otherwise you'd have the bum coming out the side on the other image. So anyway, I hope that that has helped you to make a cute little card like this. If you'd like to get your hands on any of these products, you can get in contact with me at jessieholton.com. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.